The New York Times scored a scoop after reporter Ken Vogel overheard two senior White House lawyers, Ty Cobb and John Dowd, discussing details of the Russia investigation over lunch at a popular Washington, D.C., restaurant. The friction escalated in recent days after Mr. Cobb was overheard by a reporter for the New York Times discussing the dispute during a lunchtime conversation at a popular Washington steakhouse. Mr. Cobb was heard talking about a White House lawyers he deemed Mgn spy and saying Mr. Mgn had a couple documents locked in a safe that he seemed to suggest he wanted access to. He also mentioned a colleague whom he blamed for some of these earlier leaks, and who he said tried to push Jared out, meaning Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law and senior advisor, who has been a previous source of dispute for the legal team. The suspicion within the legal team seemed evident in the lunch conversation Mr. Cobb had last week with Mr. Dowd at BLT Steak, not far from the White House and a few doors down from the Times's office. A reporter who happened to be at the next table heard Mr. Cobb describing varying views of how to respond to Mr. Mueller's requests for documents. However, fears of leaks are evident, as are doubts about the team's competence, as the White House scrambles to contain the fallout of an effectively public conversation about the private details of the president's legal defense.